If you are to journey to the pitch lake located at Brea in South Trinidad, as you arrive in the area, be prepared to brace yourself for a bumpy ride. And as you will see, some of the neighboring residents suffer the fate of the shifting of the earth because of the self-replenishing process of the lake. On entering the pitch lake, be sure to solicit the help of one of the friendly tour guides who will be more than happy to give you a full tour of the lake, while passing on their vast knowledge of the history of one of the natural wonders of the world. Prior to the arrival of Sir Walter Raleigh, the Amerindians of Trinidad and Tobago, the Caribs and the Arawaks, used the pitch as a sealant for their canoes. They also found many additional uses during their daily lives. In 1595, Sir Walter Raleigh was on the way to El Dorado, the mythical city of gold, when he sailed into Brea at a place now called the Pitch Port. He met with the local Amerindians, and they helped him by using the pitch to caulk his leaking ship. During your walking tour of the Pitch Lake, you can't help but notice the local vegetation and the wildlife of the area. Here you can see one of the family of the sensitive plant called waterwile. When it is touched, it withdraws into itself and sometimes takes up to an hour before it will return to its natural form. The cashew plant is famous for its numerous medicinal uses. It is known to heal asthma, cough, diarrhea, stomachache, and can also be brewed into a tasteful homemade wine. The plant is cultivated for its delicious kidney-shaped nut that cannot be eaten when raw, but must be roasted to discard the highly volatile oil. The cashew fruit is also a treat to the palate and can be eaten at one's delight. On a clear day, you can enjoy the beauty of the colorful water lilies. As a jacana and its young search for food on the massive leaves. In the distance, two carbos of the vulture species stand by patiently, anticipating their daily meal. The pitch lake is formed in a bowl shape. Because of the wet and dry seasons of Trinidad, the lake sometimes becomes flooded with water. The lake evolved from a depression formed at the top of an anticline. It is located at the intersection of two cracks, which allows oil from a deep deposit to be forced upwards. As the oil rises, it mixes with clay and water from the earth, creating a solid substance called asphalt or pitch. During the rainy season, the water in the lake is drained out by an underground system that is operated from this pump house. Here, workers from a neighboring contracting company use the water to wet the roads during the time of water shortages. This is raw asphalt, but the minerals have dried out. If this is heated to boil, it will not come to a liquid state. It will crumble and fall apart.
It's completely different. So the other piece I had shown you. Squeeze it.
Yeah, it's like clay almost.
You see the water that comes through the gas buckets? And the sticks and stamps? So as the water forces itself through those gas buckets, geological fault lines are then formed. If they are watering it, the water takes it expands again and water.
The composition of natural asphalt is made up of 29% water and gas, 39% bitumen soluble in cold carbon disulfide, 3% bitumen absorbed by mineral matter, 27.2% mineral matter on ignition with tricalcium phosphate, and 4.3% water of hydration of clay. The surface of the lake is firm enough to walk on, except a small area in the center called the mother of the lake. When cracks on the surface become filled with rainwater, gas can be seen bubbling to the top. The cracks may even be about 4 or 5 feet deep at times. Because of the sulfur content in the water, some say it may have healing properties. So tourists and locals alike find bathing in the pitch lake to be a welcome occasion. During the hot summer months, the heat from the sun ignites with the sulfur content in the surroundings and is responsible for small grass fires in the area. The Pitch Lake is located in the southwestern part of Trinidad and measures approximately 100 acres wide, with an estimation to be 250 feet deep in the center. It holds an estimated 10 million tons of pitch, with a total of 180 tons extracted from the lake every day. Currently, with the rate of extraction, the estimated renewable reserve of pitch will last for the next 400 years. There have been many artifacts and fossils retrieved from the lake. Some artifacts include a bench carved in the shape of an animal, a seat, 2 paddles, a bowl, a mortar, and 2 weaving sticks. Fossil remains of a prehistoric giant sloth that stood about 20 feet long has been found, as well as a tooth recognized to be that of a mastodon, a prehistoric animal resembling a giant mammoth. At the mother of the lake It is wise to get a feel of the liquid pitch as it transforms into asphalt in the hardened form. But please, do not stand in one area for too long. There is constant sinking of the pitch beneath your feet. In the early days, the mining of asphalt was conducted with the use of a pickaxe. But today, that has been replaced by more modern equipment. The asphalt is dug up and loaded onto dump trucks. It is transported to metal bins that has made its way down a conveyor belt from the refinery. The asphalt is loaded into the metal bins, which makes its way back onto the conveyor belt and taken to the refinery where it undergoes the manufacturing process. Upon its arrival to the refinery, the asphalt is then dumped into stills where it is heated and drained of the collected water and other unwanted material. It is then screened and poured into hardboard drums in preparation for distribution. Lake Asphalt of Trinidad and Tobago, 1978 Limited, are the producers of the pitch called Trinidad Lake Asphalt. They are an experienced organization that's involved in the mining, refining, manufacturing, and distribution of TLA. Since the 1800s, pitch from Brea have been exported throughout the world to places like Europe, North America, India, China, United Kingdom, the Caribbean, South Korea, Brazil, Germany, and Africa. Some of the byproducts of TLA are paint, batteries, records, and asphalt coatings. The airports around the world that have benefited from TLA includes LaGuardia and JFK in the US, Kai Tak Airport in Hong Kong, Copenhagen International in Denmark, and Piaco Airport in Trinidad. Other notable beneficiaries include the George Washington Bridge, the Lincoln Tunnel, Germany's Nuremberg Grand Prix racetrack, and Mercedes and BMW test tracks. The new development of products and production services are also vital to Trinidad and Tobago Lake Asphalt 1978 Limited in its bid to supply their worldwide clientele. The white-coated pellet prevents it from sticking together and makes TLA more manageable for shipping. The company has included a pelletization plant that is responsible for the production of TLA in a more consumer-friendly form. After TLA is cooled and drummed, it is loaded onto trucks and delivered to Port of Spain and Point Lisa's ports to be exported to many destinations around the world. Okay.